Hello everyone. So this is our second lecture today. So in our first lecture we have discussed some basic concepts, that was lines, segments and angles. Now this will be our second lecture, and in this lecture also we are going to discuss basic concept of mathematics. So what we are going to study today is quadrilaterals. We will be focusing about quadrilateral and its types. Okay, so let us start then. So there are six basic types of quadrilaterals that we know. First is square, then rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, trapezium, and kite. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss all these types of quadrilaterals one by one, okay, in detail. So before going to types, let us see what is meant by quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is a two-dimensional geometrical figure that has four sides with four vertices enclosing four angles. We know various geometrical figure, for example, circle, triangle, square, rectangles. In all these figures are different from each other. So one of the type of geometrical figure is quadrilateral. Quad means four, lateral means side. So four sides. So it is a two-dimensional geometrical figure that has four sides. Obviously, four sides are enclosed in four angles. So these four angles have four vertices. You can see in this figure, this is a figure of a quadrilateral in which you can see four vertex, that is vertex A, vertex B, vertex C and vertex D. Okay, so any geometrical figure which has four sides, side AB, side BC, side CD and side AD, which have four sides and four angles, for example angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So four sides, four angles and four vertices. Such type of quadrilateral we can see. Okay, this is called as quadrilateral. So how a quadrilateral is represented? A quadrilateral is geometrically represented as quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, this in the place of ABCD you can use any alphabet. You can use PQRS, MNOP, XYZV. Any alphabet can be used. But for representing a quadrilateral, we use this symbol. Okay, this symbol which looks like a square. So this type of symbol is used to represent a quadrilateral. Okay, so quadrilateral क्या है? ऐसा टू डायमेंशनल फिगर है जिसके पास चार साइड्स, चार वर्टाइसेस और चार एंगल्स होने चाहिए. ओके, मतलब चार साइड का अगर कोई सा भी आपको फिगर दिखने मिलेगा, ज्योमेट्रिकल फिगर, तो उसे हम क्या बोलेंगे? क्वाड्रिलैटरल बोलेंगे. अब now we will see one by one types of quadrilateral. So first type is square. Okay, we have studied this square in lower classes. We know what is square. So we will repeat this. We will try to understand it again. Okay, so what is the definition of square? It is a quadrilateral in which all the four sides and angles are equal. Okay, you can see a figure here. So this is a quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral, there are four sides. So dimension of these sides are represented as A. So this is also A, this is also A, this is A and this is A. That means all the four sides are equal in this quadrilateral. Okay, and the angle you can see, this angle, this, let us consider this as quadrilateral A, B, C and D. Okay, so in this quadrilateral ABCD there are four angles: angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. All these four angles are equal. So any quadrilateral in which four sides and four angles are equal, that quadrilateral is called as square. Okay, so now what are the properties of square? As discussed in the definition, all sides must be equal. Second property, all angles are right angled. Okay, so each and every angle is equal. That means it must be equal to 90 degree. Okay, Everyone remember this carefully, that sum of all the angles of any quadrilateral. The type of quadrilateral may differ, but each and every type of quadrilateral, in each and every type of quadrilateral, the sum of all the angle is equal to 360 degree. It is 360 degree. So if you divide this 360 by 4, you get answer as 90 degree. Okay, so if any quadrilateral in which you will see all angles equal to 90 degree, so that is going to be a square, and all side must also be equal. Okay, what is the third property? The pairs of opposite sides are parallel to each other. So these opposite sides, side AB and side DC, these are parallel to each other. Side AD and side BC are also parallel to each other. What is the fourth property? Diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. So you can see in this figure, AC is one diagonal and BD is the second diagonal. These two diagonals are intersecting at point, suppose M. Okay, these two diagonals are intersecting at point M. So this intersection is creating right angles. Okay, 90 degree, that is 90 degree angle. If this is the case, then these two particular diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, now what is bisector? So this intersection is dividing this diagonal AC in two equal halves. Okay, so here you can see that AM is equal to MC and DM is equals to MB. Okay, so these two diagonals are divided in two equal halves. So what is the fourth and last property of square? Diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Now this is two-dimensional figure. Obviously, apart from the length, we have one more characteristics that we measure for a quadrilateral, that is area. Okay, so what is the formula to find area of a square? It is very simple and easy to remember, that area of a square is equals to side square. So here side is A, so A square. For example, the dimension of your side, that is suppose AB, is equals to 2 centimeter. Okay, suppose AB is equals to 2 centimeter, then what will be your area? Area equal to side square. So side is 2 centimeter to 2 square. What is the square of 2? It is 4. So what is area? 4 centimeter square. Okay, remember this, that the unit for area is centimeter square or meter square. Okay, now another formula, that is perimeter of a square. So what is perimeter? It is the sum of all the dimensions or all the lengths of a square. So this measurement of all the sides of square. So this is side DC, side CB, side AB and side AD. The addition of all these four sides dimension will give you the perimeter of a square. Okay, so we can write the formula as 4 into side. So here side is equals to 2 centimeter. So 4 into 2. So 4 into 2, that is 8. So what is the perimeter in this case? It is 8 centimeter. Okay, remember this. Now next quadrilateral is rectangle. So what is the definition of rectangle? A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal and all angles are equal is called as a rectangle. So any quadrilateral in which opposite sides, that is side AB in this case and side DC, these two sides are opposite to each other and parallel to each other. Okay, and all the angles, that is angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D, these all angles are equal to each other. Okay, so this type of quadrilateral is called as rectangle. So what are the properties of rectangle? First property, opposite sides are equal. So opposite side AB is equals to side BC, and side BC is equals to side AD. So these opposite sides are equal to each other. All angles are right angle. So in a rectangle, all the angles must be equal to 90 degree. The dimension of this angle must be equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now third property, the pairs of opposite sides are parallel to each other. So these pairs of opposite sides, side AB and side BC are parallel, and side AD and side BC are parallel to each other. What is the last property? Diagonals are bisector of each other. So listen carefully. This here it is written diagonals are bisector, not perpendicular bisector, but bisector. So this AC and BD are intersecting at point O, and this intersection has created or divided these diagonals into two equal halves. Okay, so this was the fourth property. Now how to find area of a rectangle? It is simple. The formula is length into breadth. So we consider DC and AB as lengths and BC and AD as breadth. Okay, so suppose length is 3 centimeter and breadth is 2 centimeter. So what will be the area of this particular quadrilateral? This will be 3 into 2. So 3 into 2, that becomes 6. So the area will be 6 centimeter square. Okay. Now another formula, that is perimeter of a rectangle. So the formula is 2 into length plus breadth. So length is 3 plus breadth is 2. This must be multiplied by 2. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5 into 2. So this is 10. So perimeter of rectangle is 10 centimeter. Okay, you have to learn this formula properly. So this is about rectangle. Now next is rhombus. So what is rhombus? It is a quadrilateral in which all four sides are equal and opposite angles are equal. Opposite sides of rhombus are parallel to each other. Okay, so a quadrilateral in which all four sides are equal. Okay, and opposite angles are equal to each other. So angle B and angle D are equal to each other, and angle A and angle C are equal to each other. Okay, these four angles are not equal to each other. Only opposite pairs of angles are equal to each other. Remember this. Okay, so angle B is equal to angle D, but angle B is not equal to angle A. Okay, so such type of quadrilateral is called as rhombus. Okay. Now what are the properties of rhombus? First property, all sides are equal as discussed in definition. Side AB, side BC, CD and AD, all these four sides are equal. Second property, opposite sides are parallel. So side BC and side AD, these are opposite sides which are parallel to each other. Side AB and side CD, these are also parallel to each other. Third property, opposite angles are equal. So all the opposite angles in this type of quadrilateral are equal to each other. Now fourth property, it is again important property. The diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. So this diagonal BD and diagonal AC, these are perpendicular bisector. So diagonal BD intersects diagonal AC at point E. Okay, and this intersection has led to the formation of 90-degree angle over here. Okay, so this means that these two diagonals are perpendicular. Also, these diagonals bisect each other in two equal halves. Okay, so remember this. So this was the fourth property, and last property is diagonals bisects opposite angles. So this is the diagonal BD. So this diagonal is bisecting angle D into equal half. So this part and this part, these two different angles have equal dimensions. Okay, this and this, remember this, and this and this, these two angles are equal, which are created by the this diagonal BD. Okay, similarly for diagonal AC, this was the last property. Now how to find area of a rhombus? The formula is easy. The formula is area of a rhombus equal to half into product of diagonals. So suppose BD, it is our first diagonal, that is D1, and AC, it is our second diagonal, that is D2. So product of these diagonals multiplied by 1 upon 2. That will give you area of a rhombus. Now how to find perimeter? As this quadrilateral also have 4 equal sides, so we can find it perimeter easily by using this formula, 4 into sides. Okay. So this is about rhombus. Now next quadrilateral is parallelogram. Okay, definition is it is a quadrilateral in which the opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. So these opposite sides of this particular quadrilateral are parallel and equal to each other. Okay, and opposite angles, that is angle A and angle C and angle D and angle B. These pairs of opposite angles are equal to each other. So such type of quadrilateral is called as parallelogram. ऐसा quadrilateral जिसके चारों sides में से जो opposite sides है, that is AB and DC, वो same है और parallel है, और उसके जो एंगल्स है, अपोजिट एंगल्स, वो क्या होने चाहिए? इक्वल होने चाहिए. ऐसे क्वाड्रिलेटरल को हम लोग पैरेललोग्राम बोलेंगे. प्रॉपर्टीज क्या है इसकी? व्हाट आर द प्रॉपर्टीज? फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी, अपोजिट साइड्स आर इक्वल एंड पैरेलल. एज डिस्कस इन द डेफिनेशन, दिस अपोजिट साइड्स आर equal and parallel to each other. Then opposite angles are equal. So angle A and angle C in this figure are equal, and angle D and angle B are equal. Okay. Last property is diagonals are bisector of each other. So this diagonal AC and BD, these two diagonal are bisecting each other in two equal half. So here in this figure you can see indication that AE is equals to AC and DE is equal to EB. Okay. Now what is the formula to find area of parallelogram? It is equal to base into height. So we will consider this DC as base, and the distance between side AB and side DC, these two sides, the distance between these two sides, we will consider it as height. So from here to here, this particular distance will be our height. Okay, so the product of these two dimensions, base and height, will give us area of a parallelogram. And the formula to find perimeter is equal to 2 into A plus B. So we will consider one adjacent side as A and another side as B. So A into B will give us, sorry, A plus B will give us, suppose A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 3, so it will equal to 5, and when we multiply this 5 by 2, we will get the perimeter, that is equal to 10. Okay. Now next figure is trapezium that we are going to discuss. Another type of quadrilateral is trapezium. Okay. So what is the definition of trapezium? It is a quadrilateral with one pair of sides parallel to each other. Remember, only one pair must be parallel. Okay. So any quadrilateral in which one pair of its sides are parallel to each other, that particular quadrilateral will be called as ट्रेपेजियम, ऐसा क्वाड्रिलैटरल जिसमें दो कोई से भी साइड्स जो है वो पैरेलल होनी चाहिए। अगर वो पैरेलल है तो उसे हम क्या बोलेंगे? ट्रेपेजियम बोलेंगे। ऐसे क्वाड्रिलैटरल को हम लोग ट्रेपेजियम बोलेंगे। ओके, अब अगर ये जो साइड है यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं, ये दो साइड्स, कंसिडर दिस क्वाड्रिलैटरल एज ए बी सी एंड डी। सो ये क्वाड्रिलैटरल में साइड ए डी और साइड बी सी, अब ये फिगर से ही आप लोग समझ सकते हैं कि दोनों भी साइड्स क्या है? इक्वल नहीं है। ये दोनों भी साइड्स क्या है? इक्वल नहीं है। अगर ये दोनों साइड्स इक्वल हो, मतलब सेम डायमेंशन के हो, सेम साइज के हो, सपोज ये बी सी यहाँ पे ऐसे होता और हमारा ये क्वाड्रिलैटरल होता ए बी सी डी, कंसिडर दिस। ओके, सो ऐसे टाइम पे, ऐसे कंडीशन में हम लोग उस क्वाड्रिलैटरल को क्या बोलेंगे? ट्रेपेजॉइड बोलेंगे। इफ नॉन पैरेलल साइड्स आर इक्वल देन सच टाइप ऑफ ट्रेपेजियम इज कॉल्ड एज trapezoid. Okay, this is not included in your syllabus, but we must know this. Okay, now how to find area of a trapezium? The formula is half into sum of parallel sides into height. So suppose one of the side is b1 and another side is b2. These two sides are parallel, so we have to take the product of these, sorry, addition of these two parallel sides. So b1 plus b2. So suppose half into sum of parallel sides, so b1 plus b2. So b1 plus b2 again into height, so this is height h, so into height. So this formula will give us area of a trapezium. Okay, so now last type of quadrilateral that we are going to discuss is kite. Okay, so you can see this figure. Okay, this figure resembles a kite. Okay, so what is the definition of this quadrilateral? It is a quadrilateral which has two pairs of sides equal and adjacent to each other. Okay, so in this type of quadrilateral, yeah, for example, quadrilateral IKET. Okay, IKET. So this is the quadrilateral. So in this quadrilateral, you can see that this side IK and this side KE, these two sides are equal in dimension. Okay, these two adjacent sides are equal in dimension, and remaining two sides, that is IT and TE, these two sides are also equal in dimensions. So in this case, where adjacent sides are equal in dimensions, so that particular quadrilateral is called as kite. Okay, now what are the properties of kite? Opposite angles of kite are equal. So here angle K and angle T are opposite angles. These two angles are equal to each other, and angle I and angle E, these two angles are also equal to each other. Okay, second property, diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So this diagonal KT and diagonal IE, the intersection is creating an angle of 90 degrees. So these two diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, this was the last property of kite. Now how to find the area of kite? The formula is again very simple. It is similar to the area of rhombus formula. So it is half into product of diagonal. Suppose KT is D1 and IE is D2. Okay, so these are the two diagonals. So product of these two diagonals multiplied by half will give you the area of kite. Okay, so this was the formula. So these are six basic types of quadrilateral that we must know. Okay, you must learn the formula properly and you must know the properties. Okay, why I'm teaching you this basic topics? Because in higher classes, in 10th standard, in 9th standard, there are various word problems and different questions and numericals in which you have to use the properties of particular geometrical figure. You have to use the properties, you have to use the formula, so you must know this basic concepts. Okay, now homework for today's lecture. So basically there are three questions that I have given to you. First question is, you have to define what is quadrilateral and you have to name its types. Okay, define the quadrilateral and name its types. Second question is, draw the figure of trapezium, rhombus and parallelogram. Okay, and the third question is, write properties of square, rectangle, rhombus and parallelogram. Okay, now we will meet in third lecture. Okay, anyone, if anyone has not yet attend the first lecture, so attend the first lecture. The link is provided in the description below. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you.